What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Tuesday, NBA Talk with Jay. It's almost Christmas. It's December 23rd. LJ, what's up with you, my brother? How you doing?
Doing great, Jim. Jay, happy holidays to you, my friend. Another day, big card today. Let's see if we can get some money before these Christmas starts on Thursday, my friend.
Huge card today, man. Huge card. I'm like, man, there ain't no way in hell we got to talk about every one of these games, man. But LJ says he has a story for us.
Yeah, I do, man. I got a betting story for the people today, man. This is the last time that I bet somebody on a handshake bet. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, I was working, I'm talking sports with people, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, I'll bet you it was the Texans and the Ravens. I think it was when we first hired D'Amico Ryans as a coach. And we played the Ravens the first game. And I was like, say, bro, I think we're going to go over our team total because I think we're better this year. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, no, you're not. And I was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, okay, cool. Boom. Not knowing that I should have looked at the line to the total because it was a little bit over than what they averaged. But I was still good with it, you know what I'm saying? They end up losing it. So he comes to work and he's looking for his money, you know what I'm saying? He's like, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm like, bro.
Talking all that hot shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we have the job. I'll hit you when we done. You know what I'm saying? So he texted me, you know what I'm saying? Say, bro, what's up with the bread, bro? I'm like, bro, I'm going to get back at 3 and I'm going to keep your bread. You know, all this energy he got, Jay, just because he won. So look,
how much was the bet?
Run it back. I was like, okay, cool. What you want? I let him make the bet. I was like, what's up? Give me a bet. The guy take it. He said, what about the Rams and the 49? I think it was the Rams and the 49ers. They was playing in SoFi. I'll never forget it. And they were down. The Rams were down. My man Sean McVay kicked a field goal to cover the spread, Jay. So I get back to work the next day.
Yeah.
He ain't got that same energy. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, I'm doing bad right now, bro. I'm going to have to hit you on my check. I was like, no, we didn't agree to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We didn't say nothing about waiting 2 weeks for no check for you to pay.
No, fact.
Say, bro, I'm doing bad right now. I was like, see, you didn't have that same energy when you won. Now you don't want to give me my bread when you lose. So that's my story. Stop betting guys handshakes. If you want to bet, get you an account and do it on the sports apps, bro.
Yep. That way that money guaranteed, man. That's a good story. Yeah, I don't really have nothing up to back up. How much did y'all bet? Like $20 or something?
Yeah, the first time. No, it was 100.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. Nah, I'm just saying he hyped. Nah, people definitely be hyper, man. They win. They got a lot of stuff to say in, but yeah, you know how it is, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no handshake best for me because you know how it is. Everybody didn't work the job, warehouse. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, everybody didn't work the job, and we know guys like sports. You know what I'm saying? And people they love their hometown team. You got other people that come from other states. You feel what I'm saying? And they still fans of their team. So you got rivals. I remember I stayed in Dallas. There was a lot of Eagles fans and shit out there. Was Eagles. There weren't many Giants fans, but there'd be Eagles fans and them and they live in Dallas. And they're just, they Eagles fans. So them and Cowboys fans just always go back and forth. But yeah, you said something there, bro. I think if there is one time that you can do it, if you work with somebody, they got to come to work. They can't duck. You know what I'm saying? But if it's outside of that, that's where it's no way in hell you might not ever see them again. But if I work with you, I mean, shit, if you want to quit the job over your bet, that just is what it is. But that's one time where I would actually do it if I work with you because I'm going to see your ass.
Yeah.
You can't go nowhere. And I know when your ass get paid too.
Yeah. But see, the thing about it is that a lot of people, like we talked about off the camera, a lot of people do this for fun. So if they lose a bet, they get discouraged. See, we do this for a living. It's the long haul. It's what we're looking at. So I want to be around people and connect with people that think of it like that, opposed to just looking at it for fun. You know what I'm saying? So
them are all facts.
That's my lesson for y'all, man.
Man, I appreciate that because, I mean, people need to hear that as well.
Yeah,
all right. Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
All right. We got a bunch of games today, man. First game up. Let's go over here to the streets of Philly. Sixers land 10 at the house versus Nets. Nets kind of been hooping. Now, it has really been at the house, It has mainly been at the house. I can't say that, but Nets been hooping. I'm not trusting Sixers laying 10. Like, what is Embiid gonna play or something here? Or what is he off the injury report? I know that Paul George should be playing. Love Maxey. Maxey could do whatever the hell he wants in this game. I did see that Edgecombe was downgrade to questionable. You don't want to see, like, if I'm the Sixers, if I'm laying double digit with the Sixers, I need everybody in there. Now, if Embiid didn't play, and Edgecombe still play, like, it's still possible. But like, if I don't know, I don't want to lay 10 with the Sixers. I don't think they're that type of team, in my opinion. Can't do it.
Yeah, I agree because we need all hands on deck. Now, I believe we could cut the game down in half because the Sixers are 9-2 against the spread at home versus the East in the first half, 3-0 against the spread at home versus the division. Now, the Nets have been hooping, like you said. They're 7-3 against the spread in the first half, their last 10, but most of them been at home. You get what I'm saying? So I think we should cut the game down. As long as we got Maxey in there, you get what I'm saying? I believe we can cover that first half because they've been doing it consistently. Like I said, they've only lost 2 out of 11 games against the spread in the first half at home versus the East. So I believe this is a perfect spot for them to get the first half, but let's lay off the 10 because I do think it's too much double digit for the Sixers to lay. Even though they're 7-1 against the spread for a game versus the division, so they do play well, but to give us 10 with not their full roster, that's a trick. So let's just cut the game down in half. Sixers minus the 5.5, I believe, first half. Yeah, minus 5.5 for the Sixers first half, as I'm confident in.
Okay. Yeah, I can't talk y'all. Yeah, I'm not betting this game, man. If Embiid's in, like I said, I mean, if you can get that Embiid that go for 30 points, or you can get that Embiid that can barely go and get a rebound out there. But I know I'm only looking at this full game, and I'm actually liking that Nets plus a 10, man. They've been playing some really good basketball. So we'll see if anybody end up sitting out for the Nets in this one. But historically, they do get owned by the Sixers. I like the Sixers. I like the way that they play basketball. I feel like they are like being a better team, but they've covered 4 straight, 5 the last 6 as well. But the Nets are just one of those teams. They're kind of going under the radar. Like them going 6-2 against the spread last 8 games is like very under the radar. 5-3 straight up as well. So they're playing some good basketball, playing some really good defense. Nets plus a 10. It's the only way that I could look at that.
Michael Porter Jr. is important too. I don't know if he's
facts.
So
he should be playing, right? I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Terrence Mann is the only guy that was like on the injury report.
Okay.
Like
well, if Michael Porter Jr. is on there, then the Nets got a shot to cover that for sure.
Facts. That's a fact. All right, let's go to Charlotte. Hornets laying 6.5 versus the Wizards in this one, man. Was thinking maybe LaMelo or Brandon Miller might sit out, but both of them are going to play. They get Colin Sexton back as well. They're laying 6.5 here at the house. What do you think about this game?
There's only one way to go when you're dealing with the Hornets, bro. Always take the first quarter over. They are 22-7, best in the league. First quarter over, man. Now, I'm going down my book and I don't see this game on. Did they take this game off the book?
No, I don't have this.
Yeah, I don't have this on my book.
First quarter over is 60. The total first quarter total is 60.5. If you want the over, it's shaded to the over. So minus 115 for the over.
Hey, that's the only way I look for the Hornets, man. I don't trust them for a game. And like I said, it just depends on Cooper. If he's hitting his threes, you pretty much money if he's hitting. But let's just stick to the first quarter, man. Like I said, both these teams score like 30 points in the first quarter. So the Hornets come out, scoring early. They putting up shots, running the court, full court. So, yeah, I would definitely lock in first quarter over for this game for the Hornets.
Okay. Yeah, I can't talk you off. Yeah, and the spread started going up as well. I guess since LaMelo is going to play and he's not on the injury report, the total went up 3 points. Just now, more points. It's hitting 237 now. So, and I just right before the show when I'm doing this, doing the banners, it was at 232. So the total just shot up 5 points. So that first quarter over is even better, obviously, with LaMelo and Brandon Miller in there. I know this one. I don't really want to trust the Hornets laying points. In my opinion, obviously it's the Wizards. It's always going to be super tough to take the Wizards, but I am in the business on taking teams with the rest advantage, especially when they're getting points. So Hornets obviously coming off of a back-to-back in this one. They're definitely the better team. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't know. I could only look towards taking the points in this one. I don't feel comfortable with laying points versus the Hornets, especially with the rest disadvantage as well. So I can only look towards taking the points. I like that first quarter over from you though. Makes a lot of sense. Two fast-paced teams. Hornets have been playing a little bit better defense here lately, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I definitely think. I mean, today's NBA shit, it's crazy because the totals used to be set at around 200, and so the quarters would be like around 50 each. You want them to hit the 50 each quarter, and then now like 240 is like the new 200, pretty much. So now it's like 60 points every quarter, but we know it's like way more possessions, way more 3-point attempts, and a lot less defense as well, man. So and a lot more foul calls. So yeah, all that goes to an over 60.5. Let's go to Indiana in this one, LJ. Pacers getting a point and a half at the house versus the Bucks. Total sitting at 218. Kind of a low total in today's NBA. What do you think about this game?
I mean, I would lean under just because the Pacers are the number one team to the under. 11-3 to the under on the road. I'm sorry, to the under on the road is the Pacers. So I would lean that way, but I'm gonna take a shot on the prop, man. I had Pascal Siakam. I looked up his numbers versus the division. And he's pretty nice, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's averaging a 36.5 PRA versus the division in his last 7 games, going back to last year. So I'm going to take a shot at his rebounds because I think his rebounds is at 6.5. I saw earlier. He's had that in 6 straight games versus the division, at least 7 rebounds. So I believe that 6.5 is too low for him. You don't have Giannis. So there's nobody in the paint to really keep him off the boards. He could, control the boards if he wants to and just create opportunities. But the fact to try to take a side in this game is too low for me. The Bucks 1.5 with no Giannis. That lets you know how bad the Pacers are. You get what I'm saying? They don't score. They're at the bottom of the league in scoring offensive wise. So that number is too low for me to try to pick a side because it looks either one of these teams can win. So let's just stick to a prop. Siakam is probably the best player on the court. On both sides of the court, in my opinion, for a start. So over 6.5 rebounds for Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, he looks real good yesterday too, man. Who did they play? Yes, I'm watching the game. They played the Celtics. Yeah, they were up. Yeah, they were there. Yeah, because Celtics Live was a really nice spot yesterday. You could just see them turning the corner. The Celtics got down by 20 points in their game. Mm-hmm. They got down by 20 points to the Indiana Pacers. And you know what they did? They chipped away. They outscored them by 10 in the third quarter, outscored them 29-13 in the fourth quarter, bro. So that does make it a little bit like when I was liking the Bucks in this spot, and I still do, but it was a lot better when if the Pacers had won or if they didn't just get absolutely stifled. But if you bring at least a little bit of semblance, at least a little bit of defense versus the Pacers, you can literally just shut them down. Now, if you don't play defense, Nembhard, Siakam, even motherfuckers like Jay Huff can ball on you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you're playing some defense, then you can shut down the Pacers offense. And the Bucks, ever since they got smacked by 40 versus the Nets, they're both of their last couple games after that, they've played really well. They didn't beat the Raptors, but it was a really close game. They were getting 4.5, 5 points. They ended up losing by 6. And then they were on the Wolves' ass literally the whole time, and then Wolves stopped playing, and I think they got up by 22, and then Wolves came back and beat them. So Bucks been playing a lot better since they lost by 45 versus the Nets. So Pacers back-to-back spot here coming from Celtics. This should be a Bucks spot here. Giannis is start back practicing as well, doing a little 3-on-3, so we'll see what happens. But I could only look towards the Bucks in this particular spot, especially with the rest advantage in this one. Let's go to Miami here, LJ. Heat land 5.5 points versus the Raptors.
Everybody knows that you take the Heat first half. That's what you do. Minus the 3, easy money. Don't even worry about the full game. Even though they should win it because Toronto has been reeling. Because I really think they need RJ Barrett back in that lineup. You know what I'm saying, to get their full roster back. But Brandon Ingram has been hooping. I've liked Brandon Ingram as far as his production on that team. But he at home, best team in the league in the first half at home. What is it? 10-4 at home to the first half is the Heat. 10-3-1 in their last 14 overall in the first half. So Toronto, they were a good first half team, but like I said, they've been reeling. They having some issues towards their lineup in and out, people in and out the lineup. So the Heat have been consistent in this spot all year so far. So Heat minus the 3 first half. One of my best bets of the day.
I might ride with you, man. They definitely got revenge here. So Raptors came in there, same spread, +5, came in there, smacked them up, 106-96. Both teams have been struggling. Both of them are kind of like on my radar right now to just kind of stay away from their games. You just don't know what you're gonna get from them. The next game we're gonna talk about as well. Two teams that I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get from them on a night-to-night basis. So I think the Raptors. I knew that they weren't as good as what they were showing the beginning of the season, but I was a little surprised to see them fall off like this. Only 3-7 straight up last 10, 2-8 against the spread. I mean, one of them. So one of those wins was versus the Heat. They just beat them 5 games ago, but the only other one, like real cover, was versus the Bucks. I mean, they won by 6. They were laying 4.5, 5. So I can't trust the Raptors right now, and the Heat. They're a little untrustworthy right now as well. Now they did cover their last game versus the Knicks, and they had a really good spot versus the Nets as well. I don't know why I'm saying that one closed at 11.5, but the Heat were laying 7.5 points in that game, so they covered that game. I don't know why covers is saying 11.5, but yeah, because we was on Heat trifecta there, and they ended up getting the job done. But yeah, I can see Heat first half here. It is their first game back at the house. Let me see. They've lost their past couple home games. I could get with you with Heat first half. Brandon Ingram turned his ankle last game. He came back. We'll hope that Brandon Ingram makes it through the season. He's just not one of those guys that, you know what I'm saying, that makes it through the season. He got him a little girlfriend and shit now. So that means, you know what I'm saying, his legs ain't going to be the same. His girl, he's with Glorilla now, man. So, his legs ain't really there. Yeah, man. I don't know. Ski. I remember I was in Vegas and I was with Ski and Ronald, and Ski was like, "Yeah, man. I'll put her through the mattress." I'm just like, it ain't my type. It's everybody got different opinions, but
she look ghetto for me.
Really? Yeah, nah, she can walk right past me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep walking. Like she's not even there. It ain't my time. I don't do the hood. I mean, I've been there, but no, come on, man. But that's his girl. Yeah, I can skill with Heat first half. I wanted to take the Heat here. I know that, like, coming off their last game, I'm like, I want to buy the Heat. Like, they covered versus the Knicks. If you got the early line plus 7.5, they covered versus the Knicks. So, I mean, the Heat, I still think they are the better team. I might get there with you with first half or full game. Raptors coming, they only score 81 points versus the Nets. 96 versus Celtics, man. Like their offense is low key kind of falling off the cliff, man. So I might get there with you with Heat first half. I think I saw that Davion Mitchell was questionable or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, earlier. But like I said, you gotta take that.
Yeah, this is when I'll wait for the injury report.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next game, man. Yeah, Hawks Bulls. It's 2 teams. First off, Trae Young come back. What do you know? The defense is the worst. Now you man, I want no parts of them. The 2 teams just played. In theory, it's the revenge spot here, LJ. Bulls are a better team. I hate to say it. There's no real disrespect to Trae Young, but like I loved what I saw versus them when he was out. The whole time he was out. He comes back, vibes are off. These motherfuckers gave up 152 points in regulation, bro. What do you think about this game?
Bro, they scored almost 100 in the first half. You know what I'm saying? Like, the over is 255, bro. Like, the last total was 250, and that went over. So why can't we just take the over again? You know what I'm saying? Rinse and repeat, bro. Yeah. Especially with the Hawks coming off a loss. Points. They're the number 1 team to the over off a loss going back to last year, 37-20. So I don't see no reason why we don't go back to the well and just take the points. Because obviously, both of these teams don't play defense. If you giving up 150 points, you ain't playing no defense. So I say we just run it back, man. Take the over. But like I said, you say the Bulls are the better team, but I think the Hawks got the better player, and that's Jalen Johnson, my friend.
Yeah, for sure.
He's having his rebounds at 10.5, and he keeps smashing it. So Take the over 10.5 rebounds for Jalen Johnson until these books catch up with this guy. Now, you said before Trae Young came back, he was hitting that triple-double every single game. Now Trae
he
comes
had
back.
like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Like
he
5
had
or
like
6
six
straight
in a
games.
row. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Trae come back, like you say, the vibes is off. You know what I'm saying? Now he has to wait to get the ball instead of distributing to other people. So that's why I stay off the triple-double. But the PRA may be a good look as well. But I'm just going to stick to the rebounds because he's been hitting that consistently. So over for the game, Jalen Johnson, over 10.5 rebounds.
I want to see what his triple-double is.
It's
I'm not betting.
two
I'm
something.
not betting on props, but you said what? Plus 2 something?
Yeah, it's probably +2 something.
Double-double is probably disrespectful. I bet you it's some shit.
-1, -800.
Nah, double-double minus 330.
The double-double?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Josh Giddey double-double minus 165 is actually still pretty playable, honestly. Minus 165 for his double-double.
He got it last time.
So yeah, Jalen Johnson +2. Yeah, Giddey will like is always live for a triple-double. As you can see, so Jalen Johnson double-double, I mean triple-double is +210, Giddey's +260. But you can get Giddey minus 165 for double-double as opposed to minus 330.
Yeah.
I would actually, the minus 165 is actually not bad for Giddey. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to bet Atlanta. They won't have Dyson Daniels here. Their best defender. That helps the over as well. I don't want any parts of this game. I don't like Atlanta with Trae Young. I'm sorry.
I feel
that's just me. And it's really two teams that you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know if the Bulls literally offense just fall off a fucking cliff. Or like defense, like if they're not playing defense, Hawks get hot, they got revenge. So maybe Hawks are like first quarter, first half, but I know I'm not betting this game. I definitely don't want to bet them without their best defender by far. So last game, Trae Young wasn't there because was it? No, that wasn't a back-to-back. That was versus the Spurs. Yeah, he did play last game. I don't.
And if you know the Hawks, you don't take them as a favorite. You never take the Hawks as a favorite. If you're betting the Hawks, you always want them as a dog.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I would never take the Hawks as a favorite. Never.
Yeah.
Just take the over.
So I think I saw that Gay was out, the backup center, if I'm not mistaken. What the fuck is up with Porzingis, bro? Hold on. So it really could be a really good over because I think I saw that Muhammad Gay was out for this one. He's their backup center.
Okay.
You want to pull up the injury report real quick? Let me just see. I'm pretty sure I saw him out. Let's just see real quick. I'm pretty fucking sure. Yeah, he's out. Muhammad Gay is out tonight. So he's their backup center. I know he only played 13 minutes last game, but I guess they'll have to go Okongwu, Jalen Johnson. I don't know what they're doing. Trae Young had a good game. I don't know. I'll watch the game. I'll try to learn. Like I haven't figured the two teams out to this point. Let's go to Dallas. Mavs getting 6.5 points versus the Nuggets here, LJ. Revenge spot. Both teams come off back-to-backs. I think both teams back-to-back, 34, 4th and 6. It's a no-go for me.
Yeah, I'm going to stay off this one too, man. I cashed on the Nuggets last night. Jokic triple-double. So the fact they're on the back-to-back, if they would have lost, I would have been all on them. And like I said, some of these teams, you have to understand the patterns. Some teams, you take them off a win. Some teams, you take them off a loss. Some teams, you fade off a win. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to figure out these teams and see the patterns that go. And the Nuggets, pretty much, if they lose, they're money the next game. So if you want to invest in them, if you don't take the triple-double with Jokic, because, you always can throw that out there. If he don't get it, he may miss it by an assist, 1 or 2. So it's really good money if you just invest in it over time. But if you want to play Denver and you really want to invest in them, wait till they lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And jump on them the next game. That's basically how you play them. But the fact that Dallas is so injury-riddled at this point, Denver should win this game. You get what I'm saying? But, like you say, they have to travel on a back-to-back, and they just won last night at home. So, stay away from me, my friend.
Yeah, they had an easy game. Let's see who all played minutes. The Nuggets. So, nobody played over 29 minutes. You know what? So, this is the thing I don't like about the Mavs. So they got a shorter trip to it. They already beat the Nuggets. Anthony Davis and I believe Cooper Flag too. Both of them played over 30 minutes. I know Davis played 35. I don't know if they submitted the injury report, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play today. He played 35 minutes, 20 seconds. Cooper Flag, who was questionable, ended up playing 35 minutes. And then Klay Thompson played 31 minutes. I don't know. We'll see if everybody plays in this one. Klay Thompson was questionable yesterday as well. Mm-hmm. So this could be – I know I'm only looking towards Nuggets here. Anthony Davis came back. He's been playing well. He had 35 and 17 last night. You know what I mean? Great game. But, yeah, I don't think – so, apparently bro ain't on that injury. I mean, he's not on that – he's not on the minutes restriction anymore, apparently, if he played 35. So
what's the chances of him duplicating that tonight versus Jokic?
Yeah, I don't know. I know he always likes to bang versus Jokic, but like I say, I mean, he's played a little bit more minutes. Jokic definitely has revenge as well. Let's just see what happened in that last game because they won 131-121 in Denver as 11-point underdogs. Anthony Davis torched them up, 32 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks.
Okay.
Plus minus +5. So Jokic had a good game, 29 points, 20 rebounds, 13 assists, but they lost.
See?
So he had a great game, but it don't fucking matter when you lose.
Yeah.
But like
you say, they can have this on the blade.
Yeah, it's a Nugget spot. They do play on Christmas. It's a Nugget spot, but both teams back to back, 4-6 would travel. I don't want any parts. Let's go to Minnesota. Wolves land 7.5 versus the Knicks in this one, LJ. No Brunson, no OG. What do you think about this one?
I don't have nothing in this game, to be honest with you, man. Brunson's out. That's the Knicks offense right there.
Yeah.
Like you can just stop right there. If he's not playing, why would you bet the Knicks?
I like Kolek though. Kolek a baller. I fuss with Kolek. Backup point guard.
Yeah, he is, but like I said, your main scorer is out. So that's why it's a 7.5. That's why they're a 7.5 dog. Now the Wolves a favorite? Nah, bro. Not at all. They haven't been the team to even try to invest in this year. Now, when you play in the Wolves, I'm gonna give y'all a nugget. Play them versus the division. OKC, Denver, and who else is in the division? Minnesota and somebody else is in the division. Utah. Those are the teams that you play Minnesota because they love to play their division. Outside of their division, they're not so motivated at points. You get what I'm saying? They start off slow. You know what I'm saying? Then they have to come back at the end in the fourth quarter to try to win. So those type of teams, you don't want to invest in, man. You want them to be consistent throughout the game. You don't want nobody to get there, start off slow, and then try to pick it up at the end of the game because anything can happen. You get injured, get in foul trouble, whatever the case may be. So I stayed away from this game, even though revenge game for Cat and Randall, they got swapped in the trade. So if you want to invest in one of them to have some motivation revenge, hey, I ain't mad at you. But as far as me, no Brunson, no bueno for me.
Yeah. Kolek can fill in. Now, Brunson is a lot of the team. This is what I don't like. Now, no Jay McDaniels for the Wolves. You don't like that.
Yeah.
The Wolves should win this game, especially with them already losing. I remember Ant came back and they lost versus the Knicks, but it was it wasn't a close one. The Knicks just blew them out 137-114, but that was like Ant's first game coming back from that injury. So now they're at the house. They are coming off a game where they were bullshitting. Now, this is 5th straight home game here for the Wolves, so I'm definitely not betting against them. We know that the Knicks were going to have a bunch of games in a bunch of days because of that NBA Cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember the beat writer tweeting about it. He was saying, damn, if the Knicks do go to the finals, damn, we're going to have like 10 games in so many days. And I remember I was like, all right, keep that in your mind. Keep that in my mind. You know what I mean? So that's why they're resting. That's why they got to rest some guys because they're going to have a bunch of games in a bunch of days, man. So this is what – that was 3rd game and 4. This was 4th and 6th.
And they probably saving Brunson for Christmas because they got –
yeah, they are. That's why they resting him. Yeah, that's why they resting him. Him and OG because they played – in the game where Cat and Hart and I believe it was and Mitchell Robinson, they all rested versus the Pacers. And then everybody played versus the Sixers, lost outright. And then I believe everybody played last game as well. So Knicks can still match up with these guys. This is the whole thing. Jay McDaniel's out. He's the best defender for the Wolves by far.
Yeah.
And he does everything for him. He defends, he gets rebounds, he can score.
You're right.
He can hit some open shots from the three. He can rebound, he can get to the paint. He guards the best player on the other team. So a lot of that. So the Knicks could still cover this spread even without Brunson and OG. Now it's obviously gonna be a lot harder because you're gonna need Kolek. Kolek was gonna have to go over his points total. He's gonna have to facilitate the ball as well. So he would have to go over his points and assists. And then obviously they would need guys like Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench, Mikal Bridges. You need Cat to go for fucking 35-40, which is not impossible.
No, it's not. He's gonna have a couple threes in there though.
Yeah. We gotta look at Cat props tonight, man, because even if they get smacked.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll just get absolutely smacked. I don't think they just get smoked, but Cat probably keeps them in the game. Let's see. What's Cat to? Let's see. Let's just see what Cat's points are. 27.5. 27.5 is very doable.
What's his rebounds? Is his rebounds at 12.5? Or 11.5, 12.5, somewhere around there?
I don't know. Rebounds. I was about to look at his threes real quick. All right, just real quick. All right, so his rebounds is at 10.5.
Yeah.
Over. Yeah, the over is shaded in that way. And then what's his threes? Threes is at 2.5 at plus money.
Yeah, because he usually gets 2.
Yeah,
that's why it's 12.
I'd rather take Jordan Clarkson over his threes because he's gonna be letting them shits go.
Yeah. Just take Cat with the points because if he gonna have a good game, he gonna have 28 to 30.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Because you'll have Brunson. You missing 30 points right there with Brunson for the most part.
Yep. Yeah, I think Cat would have to go over his points tonight, man. Let's go to San Antonio. We're going to do 4 more games, man. Oh shit, we got Rockets Clippers too. Thunder Spurs. I think Victor Wembanyama plays, and I think the Thunder take this game serious, and you don't want to bet against a spot where Thunder take a game serious. I mean, we know it's the best team in the NBA, hardest playing team in the NBA, best defense in the NBA. Now, Spurs aren't too far off. That's one thing I'm noticing here, LJ.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs aren't too far off from these motherfuckers. But in this game, I know that they're at a rest disadvantage. They, you know what I'm saying? They got in, I think, like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. But Thunder come to play here. And when the Thunder come to play, you want to bet on them. It's simple.
And it's a revenge spot because they lost in the cup.
That's why they're coming to play.
But these two teams play again at Christmas in OKC. So that's going to be my thing. If Wemby plays, we have to make sure Wemby's in the game. I'm going to take the Spurs first quarter. They're the best first quarter and first half team right now going. But I like them better in the first quarter at home. You get what I'm saying? Because they come out and they jump on you real quick. Now, the next game, I'm going to take OKC because they play better at home in front of a large crowd because they're going to be on national TV. You get what I'm saying? So I'd rather take OKC the next game. Let's invest in the Spurs this game. But like I said, Wemby has to play for me to be confident enough for them to get that first quarter because I watched them in the first quarter. 21-8 against the spread in the first quarter is the Spurs. So I like how they jump on teams quick, and the Thunder will get a hold of it later on in the game. That's what they do because they can adjust real quick, especially after halftime. If they're down at half, that third quarter is money for OKC. You might as well just blindly bet that if they're down at the halftime.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Spurs first quarter, but like I said, tentative if Wemby plays. That's going to be my my theory on that. And then next game, Christmas, I'm all on KC.
Yeah. I'm taking Thunder here. I like the Thunder, man. Revenge spot here. It's not even so much revenge. It's you held me back from the NBA Cup, that revenge. So it's not like a regular, because I'm not going to say I don't think they care about revenge no more. It's just these are like glorified pickup games. That's what I'm really starting to figure out. And some teams the teams that take it serious, them the ones you want to bet on. That's simple. Mm-hmm. Other teams, other players just kind of out there just, we out here hooping, We get paid all this money. Yeah, but we're just gonna go out here and ball.
Yeah.
I don't care if I win or lose. I think I'm seeing a lot of that lately where the players don't care if they win or lose. Where it's like after the game, they're not mad or anything. They like, man, I just got paid 300 racks for this game. I'm happy. I don't give a damn. We got smacked by 30. So, but Thunder aren't that type of team. They get paid all that money, but they actually care about winning. I'm sure that they see everybody talk about, oh, the Spurs can hang with them now. Oh, they got their number. Oh, they know how to beat them now. I think they take this game serious. That's why they rested guys last night. And I think they take this one serious from the jump, honestly. So they're at a rest disadvantage. I love the Spurs. I'd like to see Wemby playing this game.
Yeah.
But I think the Thunder, I mean, I said it already. I think they take the game serious. And if it's a game that this team takes serious, you probably want to be betting on them. So like the Thunder.
I agree. Like I said, if it was a different team, I'd be all on OKC. But like I said, the Spurs have been playing very well, man, especially early parts of the game.
Yeah.
So, and they're at home. And that's why I think they have the advantage because they're at home. Because they're going to be really motivated to get this game because they know OKC's coming in here with an agenda to beat them. So
yeah.
I'd rather take them early when the energy's up in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Crowd going. You know what I'm saying? So first quarter's first.
I can dig it. Let's go Utah. Jazz getting 3.5. Yeah, no, fucking. I was in Utah yesterday, bro. What the fuck?
Really?
Oh man, yeah. I had to take my son to Dallas. So I had to take a connection flight. I had 3 flights yesterday, bro. It was about to be 4. Yeah, no. I was tired as fuck yesterday. Here, Utah, Dallas. And then I was supposed to go from Dallas to Utah to back here. I said, fuck that. I can't do it. I gotta go. I can't do this shit, bro. But yeah, 3 flights in one day is fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, I know, bro. Want to take Jazz here. Jazz are the spot.
Yeah.
Want even more for John Morant to come back. Why do you got their guys in, LJ? It's the stupidest shit ever. They're down 20 the whole game. Like, you're getting smacked. Their starters shouldn't have played more than 20, 25 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Put fucking Cody Williams them in. They leave Nurkic, marketing. They're in late in the fourth quarter, bro. It really kind of messes up the whole play. Because I was going to have a bunch of money on the Jazz today, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But like the fact that they had still played their guys 30-some minutes is really dumb as shit to me. Marketing 36 minutes. Keontae George, which he's young, 34 minutes. Nurkic 34 minutes. Nurkic probably gonna sit out. Wouldn't be surprised if Marketing sat out. I don't understand why they were playing them so many minutes in a game where you were down 40-15 at the end of the first quarter. Call the fucking dogs off late third quarter, bro. So to try to win the next day, you don't want to have two. You don't want to have one loss turn into 2 losses. You lost the game, bro. I mean, I'm all for fighting to the end, LJ. But bro, come on. I don't think they were ever within 20 points. Like the game was 22. It was 19-0 to start. And then I know they were up 22-3. And from then on, it was never within 20 points. And so that's all I'm saying. If they got it down to 10, I could understand playing the guys. I like going for the win, but it just kind of pissed me off because I'm watching. I'm like, I want Jazz tomorrow. I know I'm going to be all over this shit. And then they kind of fucked it up. But what do you think?
I wanted the Jazz too. You know what I'm saying? Because they play better.
It's still home. Jazz or nothing for me.
Yeah, but Memphis is favored. And I'm trying to understand why they favored.
Well, you take Jazz as a home underdog.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Okay.
Come on, LJ. You the trend guy, man. Let's see. So as home underdog, I'll show you. I know they best in the NBA. 10-4.
That's a home underdog?
They're not best in the NBA because some teams, there's 4 teams that's 1-0, and then you got the Heat that's 3-0 against the spread as home underdog. Blazers 7-1, Bulls 5-1, Mavs actually 8-2 against the spread as home underdog. But Jazz, I mean, they're 71.4. They have the largest sample size of doing it. You feel what I'm saying? 10-4 at the house. Home underdog.
10-4. And they're 12-4 to the over at home. So Do I want to take the points with me? I mean, the over, or can I trust Memphis score tonight? Those are the things I'm conflicted on. I like how you just said that. Why did you play them so many minutes when they weren't even in that game? So are they
Yeah,
gonna
you're
have
not
the
even,
legs
man. She was
tonight?
stupid, bro. She was stupid, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can we trust that they have legs tonight to keep up? You know what I'm saying? To cover this total? Over 243 and a half? Woo. Yeah. But it's Jazz enough for me, bro, still.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they're at home.
Grizz, they got the rest advantage. They don't have 4th and 6, but it's still 3rd and 4, still back to back in altitude, which they're not really used to. Now, Jazz played in altitude last night and then in altitude again, but they're at the house, so they're used to it. But it is 4th and 6 for them. They're coming off 3 straight losses. I don't know, man. I know people are like high on the Grizz or somewhat high. I don't think they like that, man. I was telling my guys, like versus the Wizards, I was like, bro, they could lose this game outright. They got up 20 points. Man, Wizards came back and beat them outright, bro, at their house. Team is not really like that, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Especially without Edie.
Mm-hmm. But Memphis is 73 against the spread on the road last 10 games. The Memphis Grizzlies. So they have been playing well on the road in this spot, but it's the Jazz. And like you said, coming in the altitude, Jazz already used to the altitude at home.
Yeah. I was gonna be all over Jazz, but when I saw Markin and Nurkic, because you need them, like you need Nurkic rebounding, you obviously need Markin. I don't think they should have played a single second over like 28 minutes. They shouldn't have played none of the 4th quarter, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Shit actually kind of pissed me off. But yeah, it was supposed to be all over Jazz today, but I'm off of it. John Morant might come back. It might be horrible. Jazz just beat them in Memphis as well as 7.5-point underdogs. So you could argue revenge for the Grizzlies. You could also argue that the Jazz just like they can ball with them. Let's go to Phoenix. Let's run through these last 3 ones, man. Suns land 6 versus the Lakers here, LJ. I'd like to take Suns first quarter.
Okay. Not mad at that. They're at home. Lakers, they like playing the Suns too. This is a little rivalry, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've noticed between the two teams, but Luka's not playing. Is Austin Reeves, is he still questionable? Because I saw earlier.
Yeah, that's another thing. I want to wait until he's ruled in. Like if Luka's out, Reeves coming back. Like, they're not about to play without either one of them. He's practicing, and he did extra work after practice. That shows me he's coming back. So, like, if I want Suns in any type of way, I want to wait until Reeves is ruled in. Like, the line's gonna go down a little bit, but books probably already know this shit. They might move it down to -5. Possibly.
Yeah. So I would be on the Suns simply because the Lakers got a Christmas game. You get what I'm saying? And I think we got them too. They play in the Rockets, so I think that's more of a competitive game for them. So yeah, I would be on the Suns for the most part. But like I said, we're gonna wait for the injury report to see who gets ruled in and see if that number comes down a little bit. A couple possessions down, then 6.
Reeves in, and then Suns first quarter.
Okay. Like that.
Let's go to Portland. Blazers getting 1.5 at the crib versus the Magic in this one. Suggs questionable. The whole game is on Suggs, my opinion. Yeah. I don't want the Magic without Suggs. Tristan and Silva, you need everybody because France is already out. So Magic been losing a few games. We just talked about it. Blazers 7-1 at the crib. Home underdog.
15-1-1 with no rest since 24 last year. Best team in the league, bro. So I'm gonna continue to ride that trend, man. No rest, back to back. Blazers +1.5, man. I'm gonna go on and take it just because I can't ignore the trend. And Suggs is important. So especially if Suggs is ruled out. If Suggs is not playing,
Suggs out,
it's Portland all day, bro. Because he's a major point of that offense. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just see. This is a later game, so we can see. Wait on the injury report, but I'm definitely going to be on Portland +1.5 for sure.
They played them really tough too. I remember I was on the Magic earlier this year. This was November 10th. Damn, was that long ago?
Yeah, and Bane hit that shot.
Yeah, Bane hit the shot. Yep.
Yeah.
The Blazers. I was shaking in my boots the whole game because the Blazers was on their ass, and then Magic come back, but it was tied. But he ended up getting the job done, man. So, but they did have Drew Holiday that game.
Very
They did
important.
have July. So he had 13.7 assists, 7 rebounds. He was their highest plus minus on the team. He was a plus 14. And they lost by 3.
Yeah.
So that was important. They still had the Magic were playing with France and Ben Carroll, but they didn't have Suggs. I can't say if Suggs plays, I don't know, 4th straight road game, back-to-back 3rd and 4th, 4th and 6th, both teams. But the Magic all on the road. Yeah, exactly. And Magic all on the road. Yeah. I ain't fucking with this game. Then they got smacked. They ran out of gas second half versus the Warriors just got smoked. 31-14, 4th quarter. Yeah. And everybody still played 30-some minutes. McCarroll, 34. Bain, 33. Black, 30 minutes. Man, fuck this game.
Hey, you got blew up by the Warriors. That say so, because the Warriors aren't good to me.
Yeah, they got some shit going on. I'm still trying to figure out some of these teams, and Warriors one of them. Yeah. Draymond was getting into it with Steve Kerr last night. When Draymond left, that's when they outscored the Magic by all those points. So
I don't know, man. I don't like Draymond at all.
Last game, Clippers getting 7.5 at the crib versus the Rockets, man. Rockets coming off a horrible loss.
We on the Rockets, 7.5, bro. And I'm gonna take the money line. You know, well, no, they favorite. So yeah, Rockets -8. I got 8. It's still 7.5.
Nah, you got to shop around. That's one of those where if you was different places, but yeah, so there's places that got 7.5s, but it's mostly 8s. Yeah, mostly 8s. It's still a few 7.5s out there.
Yeah, I'm on the Rockets. Awful loss. You know, they play good, and the Clippers are ass against the spread. I think they're second worst behind the Cavs.
No Zubac.
So yeah, Rockets, man, all day. Udoka said he needs to get his team ready for teams that not so much up to par, and this is one of these teams. Now, the Clippers in the first half is good, so I would stay away from the first half.
First quarter, first half. Yeah, they still come out
Clippers
hungry.
are good in the first half, but when that game comes down to the 4th quarter, they don't have the same motivation than they did early in the parts of the game. And like I said, the Rockets are going to be seeded coming off that loss because they should have beat the Kings. There's no way that game should have went in overtime. So, Rockets, all on the Rockets tonight, my friend.
They just played. So Zubac is out. I'll tell you right now. I saw that Ty Lue was saying that he wanted to go on the stretch like 35-20 and get back into it because the season's not over. It's not over. Anybody could go on a run. We've seen Warriors do this shit. We've seen the Heat do this last year with the Jimmy Butler shit. We see teams go on runs. If Zubac is still in, I was with him. I thought they could have went to 35-20. With him out, he's their best player. It is what it is. Zubac is their most. Zubac, no, serious, no disrespect. Like hard, they can ball. They put up points. Zubac is their most important. If you watch the games, I'm sure the advanced analytics agree with this as well. Zubac is their best player by far. You look at their last game versus the Rockets. They lost by 2 points.
Yeah,
and probably even should have won. Probably should have won. Yeah. Zubac had 33 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. But check his plus minus was +9. They lost the game by 2. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
And while he was on the floor, his team, they're outscoring them by 9. You feel what I'm saying? So, but it's just little things like that. He's their most important player on the team. So without him, fuck, you can't have Brook Lopez starting center. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. So Rockets should be the spot. I don't know if I'm gonna want to lay the points with them, but Rockets should be the spot. This is a lot of road games. This is fifth. They've been on the road for a while. 5th straight road game, and then the next one versus the Lakers as well. That one's a road game and Christmas Day game. So I'm a little worried about a look ahead. If they had Zubac, I'd probably be personally putting some on Clippers here, but without him, I think the Rockets should get the job done. Coming off a horrible loss as well. As long as they're not looking too ahead to the Lakers, they should get the job done tonight for sure, man. So Rockets should be the spot, LJ. Let's get out of here, man. We've been on this motherfucker 50 minutes. I think I want to do a little collab play with you today, man. Okay. I don't know. It wasn't on my radar, but you was talking me into Heat first half.
Yeah, -3. So at home, like I said, that's where they play their best. So yeah, I'm on the Heat minus the 3 first half. I'm on the Hornets and Wizards first quarter over. I'm leading 76ers first half. Haven't took that one yet. Who else we got? I think that was it, huh? Oh, Spurs first quarter. If Wemby plays, that's contingent on if Wemby plays. First quarter Spurs and the Blazers plus 1.5, and I'm on the money line as well. I'm gonna take the money line plus 110.
Okay.
And then the Rockets plus minus the 8 or 7.5, whatever.
All type of shit coming out now, man.
So those are my plays.
Injuries are coming out now.
What we looking like?
Man. I saw that Valanciunas is questionable. A bunch of guys for the Mavs. I'll make a play right here on the show. This is an added play. Hadn't been shared to the private group yet. Let's go. Oh, and it's minus 110. This is my play of the day. Right here. We're gonna go Rockets, Nuggets, money line parlay.
Hey,
2-team minus 110. Don't need him to cover, just need him to win.
Hey, I'm a ride with you on that one.
And let's hope the Rockets come to play. I know the Nuggets should come to play. I know this for sure. We just need Rockets come to play. But if Udoka said that he needs to get his team back because they lost versus the Pelicans, lost versus the Kings, got no business losing versus the Kings. But they did.
Yeah, no reason at all.
Yeah. But that was a letdown versus the Pelicans game was a sandwich game in between the Nuggets, and then the Kings game was a clear letdown off of a Super Bowl type of spot. But y'all go with money line parlay for me. Rockets, Nuggets.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I'll ride with you.
Yeah, I'll have a bunch of more plays, but once I know for sure who's playing, once I know who's fucking playing, then yeah, I'll have some more plays for sure, man. But that's the show, my guys. We out. It's all love. I appreciate LJ. LJ takes me like, man, we're doing a show tomorrow. Like, fuck it, why not? So I'll probably do a Christmas Day show as well. And that's it. Y'all see if Fiddle maybe wants to do a Christmas Day show because I know I'm not because Christmas Thursday. I know I'm not doing one. I'm glad there's no games tomorrow. I know I'm not doing one Friday after Christmas for sure. So I'll see if Fiddle wants to do a Christmas Day show tomorrow. And then if not, then I'll do one Christmas Day from the phone. But that's the show, man. It's all love.
Saturday, I'll rock with you Saturday if you want to do one Saturday.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Man, this is what I like in every game today. Nets, Wizards, Bucks, Heat. First half with my guy L Jizzle. Nothing. Bulls, Hawks. Nuggets, Thunder, Jazz, Suns, Rockets. That's it. That's all love. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button one time for the one time. And we out. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get this cash.